Have you ever wondered if now is the time to do that new thing? Maybe it's swimming, maybe it's something else. Let's figure out why now is the time. All right, here's my first one. It's going to harken back from what we've been through in the last 5 years, right? The old COVID thing. That is really made its course through. Yes, it's around. Yes, there are still things. It's really, we had this like huge spike of particular kinds of activities. And swimming was one of them because it was outside. The world of outside swimming just like kind of exploded during that time. And there was huge change in how things were done at the pools because it just was early on seen to be one of these very safe things and turned everything on its head on how pools operated with lane reservations and everything. But all of that stuff has really settled down now. And we're back into a much more, shall we say, regular rhythm things. So this is the time really to kind of come in and like, okay, we're not at that frenetic pace anymore of everybody's trying to do all the same fresh new activities with the stay-home way of being. Life is normalized out to a certain extent. So this is a really good time to come in because some things have changed in how we do things and how we approach things. Our understanding of the preciousness of life and time and the need to get out and start living that life. The second thing of why I love particularly swimming, now maybe you're thinking about some other things here, but particularly swimming, is this is one of the things, a physical activity thing that you could do that you do not need to get in shape to do it. Matter of fact, you float better if you're not in shape, but it is something you don't have to already be in shape to do it. I'm doing this big hike mountaineering thing this summer. That's my thing this summer, and I'm spending a lot of time getting in shape, getting prepared for it so I can just do the thing. No. Swimming, you get to come as you are right now. I know it's like going from the winter body into the swimsuit, but that's exactly how you're supposed to look, and that's exactly how you're supposed to show up to swimming. It is the perfect place to get in shape, to start moving your body and discovering. And this is another reason why swimming is such a great thing for doing something new and powerful in your life, is that you get results immediately when you just get in and start walking in the pool. When you listen to an online lesson and I tell you about how to walk in the pool, you go and you do it, you have immediate effects, immediate benefits. You don't have to be perfect or good or in shape to get those effects and benefits because it is otherworldly. There's nothing that takes you to a new place in the way that swimming does, and simply being in the water, engaging with the water. You change just by putting your toe in the water. The other reason why now is the perfect time, I hear so many times when students come to us, they either have like children in their lives that they want to be able to engage with, and they don't stay children for very long. I've got a little kitten right now, and I'm just eating up all that kitten time as I'm looking at my adult cat who lays around and sleeps. It's not that entertaining anymore. Little kitten claws all over the place is a lot sometimes, but I just have to remember, no, this is a precious moment in time that is fleeting. So maybe there are people in your life. It could be children, it could be grandchildren, nieces or nephews, something like that. It also could be people in your life that are friends, right? That you want to be doing engaging things with. You know this summer is going to have an invitation to go out on a kayak or stand-up paddleboard or go out on the lake in a boat or go to the beach, right? These experiences with other people, they're going to keep coming up. And you don't want to keep missing out. Now is the time to get in and figure out how these things work. And the last reason why now is the time is because every time you take something off of your someday list, all have a someday list. one day, a dream list out there. We take something off of our someday list and you put it onto your right now list, where you're actually doing something. Doesn't have to even be all of it. Many years ago, I had this someday dream of taking my family on a year-long road trip in an RV across the country. And it was just a dream in the clouds for me. And then I looked at my husband and I said, you know what? This is always going to just be a dream unless we get started. And we started 5 years before we actually left. But it changed how we showed up to the world. It changed how we were relating with our children, relating with our jobs, what we were doing with our house, right? We weren't thinking about it, doing it 24/7 all the time for 5 years. It certainly ramped up the closer we got to actually doing the activity. But we started to change. The moment we made the commitment, our first commitment was we put a time. This is when we're going to go. And it lined up with our kids' age and school and stuff like that. We started to change. The same thing happens when people decide now is the time for me to learn to swim or whatever, fill in the blank of whatever it is there. You know, I obviously have a bias for learn to swim. That's probably why you're here. Or maybe it's to teach swimming, to teach adults how to swim, to learn how to teach adults how to swim really amazingly. When you take something from a wish and a dream, a hope and a prayer, bucket list, however you want to put it, and you actually start to take action on it, sign up for the free online thing, make a call, go down to your community center and just look around at the pool, make a decision to have this go from a someday to a right now. It's going to change how you show up to every part of your life, how you are empowered in small ways to show up and take other things from the someday list to the right now list. It could be as small as changing one thing that you eat or something that you do differently at your job, because you start to see yourself differently. Not as just somebody who has pipe dreams, but somebody who actually makes their dreams come true. One tiny step at a time. When you're ready to stick your toe in, dive in, whatever it is, we are here for you, the mental and the physical parts, to help you on your journey. Aloha!